Mother's Day is a time to appreciate the people who hold us to a high standard. At Ritual, we apply that same philosophy to your health. We are a mom-founded company on a mission to bring a high standard to the supplement industry through traceable science and clinical research you can actually trust. We've done the hard work, investing in gold standard clinical research and traceable ingredients so you can feel confident in your routine. When we say traceable, that means you can see what it is, where it's from, and why it's in there. This year, skip the flowers and gift the moms in your life or yourself a new Ritual. Whether it's our flagship Essential Multivitamin or our 3-in-1 Gut Support, Ritual is the science-backed routine that actually shows up for you. Experience a high standard of science-backed health with 35% off when you bundle at ritual.com/podcast. That's 35% off at ritual.com/podcast. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Great moments in history have begun with a question.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
And what kind of hair product does Mitch Moss use? But Follow the Money wants to know.
You concur. Concur. What, sir? You concur.
You know it, DiCaprio. We love it. Do you concur? Never bring your closer in during a non-save situation. Do you concur?
Well, yes, I do. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was just going to say what happened last night with the Miller dream is dead. He gave up. He allowed 2 hits the whole year. They bring him in a 9-5 game. Base hit, base hit, base hit.
Oh, hold on. What dream is dead? 0.00 ERA?
Yes.
That was not going to happen anyway.
I thought that was possible.
Well, okay.
He was going to be clean the whole year.
Here's what I cannot believe happened. Why did the third base... A couple things here.
Right.
Why did the third baseman pick the ball up so quickly?
Yes.
If he just lets it sit there, there's no way that you can they call that a fair ball. But also, even in that brief moment that it was clearly foul, how did the umpire there... How did he actually say that it was a fair ball?
They blew the call.
There's this much of a gap. Yeah. So for the radio audience, it's like almost an inch gap between the ball and the foul line. What are we doing here?
Awful.
So if that doesn't happen, the inning probably doesn't take place.
Yes.
But to your point,
don't do that.
Why?
Though.
It's a 4-1 game.
Because it's just that mindset that I can make a mistake. And he's also not used to that situation. So he'd been so good for a year and a half, and guess what? All hell breaks loose.
Well, so I loved his reaction afterwards. He said it's not that big of a deal. And
well, if you got 100-1 Cy Young.
He did point out, I love this. He goes, I can always start a new streak now.
Yeah.
And so this part of it sucks, right? So it was 34 2/3 innings for his scoreless streak. When you go back and look, it's like top 7, top 8 of all time scoreless streak by a reliever. Greg Olson had a stretch in 89 and 90 where it was 41 innings straight. Brad Ziegler for the A's did it back in 2008 for 39 innings. Ryan Presley for 39. Hader had a stretch of 30. So you get my point here. He was right in that territory. It really would have been something to touch 50 innings or beyond with the scoreless streak.
Yeah. Beautiful. The Magic can still fire Mosley?
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure I concur with that.
What do you think? What happens now?
Okay, so how funny it would be if they actually blow the series and then fire him?
Yeah, that's right.
It was
because that was the whole thing. We can't stand the coach. The Banchero rule. I'm not going to return if he's the coach. They beat Charlotte. They win game 1. Now they're up 3-1. Well, now what happens? You can't fire him if you win the series, can you?
No, I would think no. The only solution there, or the only possible way that would happen, actually, I think, is if they do blow it now, and then Banchero's like, yo, he's got to hit the highway. Get rid of this guy right now.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to trade your players. You'd rather get rid of the coach under that. But so, yeah, they win. They make the Eastern Conference Finals. Is it all lovey-dovey? Do they love him all of a sudden there?
Yeah, no kidding.
Do the players
if you
change
can't
their
stand the guy, right? Maybe you win in spite of him. I don't know. That's bizarre, right? It's interesting now.
Mm-hmm.
You must improve your team every chance you can get because you never know if you'll be in this position again. And I'm talking to you, Detroit Pistons. Do you concur?
Oh man, that is it depends. Well, would you have said that about Orlando before the series? They went and traded 4 first-round picks for Bane. It didn't exactly look like it was panning out.
No, but everyone, see, you get lost in this because it's a Super Bowl time and it's NFL and it's chaotic. But they needed another scorer and they needed 3-point shooting. And they had all these number 1 picks available, and they could have had DeSumo, and they could have got, and they just did. Again, you were 20-1 to get the 1 seed. Who knows when you're going to get this opportunity again to be 1 seed, all these wins, and it's set up on a platter for you, and you didn't take advantage. I don't understand standing pat, doing nothing at the deadline when you needed to improve your team and had every opportunity to do so.
I'm going to say I don't concur because here's the example I'm going to bring up. Weren't the Bucks the 1 seed when they got beat by the Heat in 2023?
They were.
And they blew it up and they traded. Didn't they trade for Lillard after that?
I believe so. I think that was the timeline's accurate.
And they gave up Drew Holiday?
Yeah.
That to me, I was very upset when they made the trade. Like, I never wanted to give up Drew Holiday ever.
Well, they also blew like a 20-point lead a couple times.
Oh, sure they did. Right,
Yes,
right. But I think each situation is a little bit different here. Because the Clippers were trying to improve their team when they traded SGA for Paul George and 1,000 picks. And that didn't work out.
But that was, no kidding, but that was also, Kawhi said, I'll sign with you if you get Paul George.
There you go. Okay,
but that was stupid. Okay. Unless Duran cheated on her, Angel Reese is being extremely petty.
Yeah, I think that this is a little unnecessary. So again, to go over what is happening right now in the series, they used to date, and now she dates Wendell Carter, and Wendell Carter is having his way with him in this series.
His lunch.
He's boy, is he having fun with this. And then so when Kane does that dunk last night, and by the way, they played that replay again like 1,000 times before our show started here at the Sportsbook. You could tell by the time he got about 5 feet past half court that he wanted to dunk. And he was going to do whatever he could.
That?
Oh,
he kept going up and up.
That was a Sean Kemp dunk.
Yes.
So he did that, and then she puts a photo of the posterization.
I retweeted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On her social media.
Yeah.
It's like, look, now how does that taste, buddy?
Yeah. This guy's a talk show host in Houston. I cannot imagine the pain that is losing money in a playoff series to your ex's new boyfriend while she flaunts it on social media every night. I got it, yes.
There's a reason why he's having a terrible series. And doesn't look like a guy that should be voted like top 3 teams All-NBA.
Up and in. Leave him alone.
And by the way, what's the example of this? Do we have one? Recent years? I guess it would be like almost if the season was still going on and Klay Thompson was in his prime, like with the Warriors. But then the Stallion would have to dump him.
I guess.
Okay.
Yes.
At least 2 out of the Nuggets, Rockets, Penguins are going to pull this off, aren't they?
You want to throw the Pistons in there?
I'll throw the Pistons in there. At least 2 out of those 4.
Okay.
Although I don't really believe in the Pistons at this point.
Okay, so 6 1 seeds have beaten 8. Excuse me, 6 8 seeds have beaten 1. 13 times in 79 years, a team has rallied down 3-1 in the NBA. And 4 times it's happened in NHL history, down 3-0. Boy, it could happen in both sports.
Yeah, it could.
I'm going to say only the Nuggets do it. Lakers close it out tomorrow. They're favored. Reeves is going to go. I think the Flyers beat the Penguins in Game 6. Denver, laying 5.5 Thursday. Figures it out offensively. Supporting cast plays well. They beat Minnesota in a close one and then blow them out in Game 7. Just Denver.
I'll give you Denver and Pittsburgh.
Yeah? God, the Flyers blow this.
I hope not, because I had them on a bet.
I know.
I had them on a bet to win the series.
People have future tickets on them, too.
Terrible. Yep. Season 4 of Ted Lasso debuts on August 5th. They need to get back to what made the show so great. Do you concur?
Well, what does that mean?
Well, season 3 was a major fall off the cliff. Or let me add this. Maybe the show wasn't as good as we thought. It just happened to be the perfect show during the pandemic.
Bingo.
Okay.
Bingo.
Okay. All right.
Bingo. It's not that good. In theory, it should be good. But they just get into some weird stuff, and it's not enough soccer as well.
Are you excited for season 4?
No. I thought season 3 was so bad.
I thought the drop of season 1 was amazing. At least I thought so at the time. Then I think there's always been like a slow drop off, Season 2 was not that great. Season 3 was an abomination almost. Like, there's no reason to even keep watching this season or to even deal with Season 4. I'll probably give it a shot, though, because in my brain, I have Season 1 so highly power rated.
I think right now, Season 2 of Your Friends and Neighbors is fantastic. John Hamm.
That's good.
They've stepped their game up Season 2.
Good, because I started Season 1, and it was off to a rip-roaring start, and I just got to keep going with that show now.
Yeah.
The American League MVP is playing out to be more wide open than we thought. Do you concur?
Yes. What Alvarez and Trout are doing, and Rice. Rice now goes deep again.
Yep.
Certainly, Judge can get hurt as well. Still hard. Again, the Astros are terrible, though. So we could still come back to the but with Alvarez. And I guess Trout, too. But I think I will concur with that.
I don't have anybody in that race, but I think Will Hill here, VSiN host, and also Mike Montesano, who's been on this show and on the network many times. I believe both are holding. I know Mike is holding huge tickets on Rice at like 150 to 1 to win the MVP. And I saw them tweet about it, and I didn't buy in because I'm like, is he going to beat out Judge on his own team? But if Rice, this has been a full month now of data that we have on the guy. He's been the best player on their team. Period. So if they are the best team in the American League and they win that division, and it's like, if this were to play out like this and they remained at the same, although Judge again home runs in back-to-back games, how would the votes split that? How would they look at it? And I think the media love for Trout would be a thing if he could play the entire year. And that, even if they won like 75 games, people would be dying to give it to him again, I think.
All right. We might set a record for managers canned by May, too.
Yeah.
The way we're going. You've got the group chat. You've got the opinions. Put your money where your mouth is. Cut the social betting platform. They'll let you bet directly against your friends and other users on sports, politics, pop culture, even personal bets. Pre-funded. Nobody flakes when they lose. Cash back on every single bet you make. Use promo code VSiN. Get a 20% deposit bonus on your first deposit. Download Cut today. KUTT. Cut.com in the App Store. Use promo code VSiN. Cut. Get it today. Cut.com.
We had a pretty big upset today in tennis. Sabalenka got beat, and she was 1,000 favorite. But Tees Tugauder was 7-1.
15-match winning streak comes to an end.
Yeah. That's pretty massive in tennis.
Doesn't look good for Connor McDavid either.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Edmonton, shame on you.
Yep. We'll get into we'll expand on that. Baseball up next. Schlittler, DeGrom going, and I'll give you an angle that is up almost 42 units since the 2020 season. Next.
Let me get your attention real quick, podcast listeners. I've got something for you that almost feels too good to be true. First, credit where credit's due. If you're listening to this podcast, you're already leveling up your betting game. You're riding along with our best bets and top angles. And when there's a good game on, you're getting involved with a few props and alt markets as well. There's one more layer if you really want to step things up, and that's VSiN Pro. I've mentioned it before, but things are only getting better for our pro subscribers. We just rolled out our MLB prop projections, breaking down some of the best edges across strikeouts, hits, home runs, and more. And that's on top of everything else pro subscribers already get, including public betting splits, expert picks, and betting guides across the sports calendar. If you haven't tried it yet, stop sleeping on it. You can get your first month just $9.99 or save big with promo code POD26 on the annual subscription. Hit the link in the description and start cashing in with VSiN Pro. All right, back to the show.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
We have playoff action coming up tonight. We'll dive into that coming up in 15 minutes. Pretty good Major League Baseball card today. We will get into Schlittler and DeGrom in a minute. Got to touch on the Angels game against the White Sox because Cy Young's going today, Jose Soriano. Is this the day that it unravels a little bit?
Oh, come on, Gloomy Gus. No way. Don't be like that.
Well, he's not going to put together. This is going to be like Mason Miller, right? He's not going to go a full year with a 0.2 ERA. So he's getting a White Sox team that strikes out a lot. That's the good news.
Well, the other thing is someone going to touch up Messick? He continues to get it done and be strong in every game.
So this is like
one bad inning.
Sure. But Soriano versus Murakami is going to look like a big rig showdown here on the icy roads in Alaska. Like, who's going to play chicken first here? because that dude is launching home. He leads all of baseball with 12 home runs now.
Yep.
But Soriano leads in ERA. He's up there in Ks. He's up there in innings pitched. His outs prop tonight is 17.5, juiced over. I'm afraid of the walks, and Opta AI projections and others are kind of high on the walks that I saw today, like touching almost 3. If that happens,
So lowest ERA through 6 starts ever. Ever. 0.24. Fernando has the record through 7 starts. 0.29. In 19, boy, I was just a little kid, but Fernando mania. If I had to do it all over again, go back. 2 earned runs in 63 innings. 7 start stretch in 1981.
That's okay.
Are you kidding? Can he keep this going? Got the long scoreless streak. He gave up a home run to Drake Baldwin April 6th. That's been it.
That's it.
So, but the cause for concern, I guess, would be, and they're 6-0 in all of his starts.
Should actually have 6 wins.
Yeah.
But they blew the last one for him.
Right. But is it more, hey, look at the pitch count. I'm only going 6 innings the last couple starts. But I would say you're also facing a bad team. Pitch around Murakami, and you'll be okay. And they've lost 8 of 10 at home, Chicago. And, it's just his numbers are fantastic. So, again, everything's working for him. And it just, what more needs to be said with a 0.24 ERA?
Yeah, so here would be a little bit of my concern. Maybe not for this game, but at least in a game coming up against for the White Sox, again, they strike out at the 4th highest rate. So maybe he can go over his K-prop tonight at 5.5. They also walk about 10% of their at-bats. Well, this guy, Soriano, always been a downfall here, is the walk rate. This year, it's currently at 3.1 plus per 9 innings. And how this cannot continue is that his strand rate is 100%. So of the players that have either gotten a hit or walked against him this year, not a single one has come across to score. Like, that just cannot continue. If he walks guys and put them on, at some point they're going to get him for a hit, and here comes a runner around second, and he's going to score. But maybe the White Sox just strike out 11 times tonight, and nobody gets on base in the game.
Yeah,
$1.26. Is that just, don't overthink this one. The guy's so good.
Yeah.
And the White Sox.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Martin's been solid in his last starts, 3-4 starts, but I think you got to take that.
Trust the Yankees here to get it done?
And how bad they've been at home before the win last night. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or
first 5. Maybe just take the easy way out and concerned about the bullpen and maybe only
fair.
go 6 innings. Yes.
Okay. Yankees at the Rangers. Now, this is as good as it gets for an April showdown between 2 starting pitchers. Cam Schlittler goes for the Pinstripers against Jacob deGrom and the Rangers. K-props here. Schlittler is 6.5, juiced under. deGrom 7.5, juiced to the under. Both guys have an earned runs prop of 1.5. Now, this is funny, actually. Schlittler has been so good. He has a higher WAR at Fangraphs than Jose Siriano so far. That's remarkable. ERA is 1.77. The FIP is actually better at 1.53. And the Yankees are a small favorite on the road tonight against Texas. Much like last night, we trusted Fried. He was a much higher price because Leiter was going for Texas.
Didn't do much offensively, though.
No, but it was enough because Fried was so good.
Surprised. Right. Dodgers let us down, too. How do you not hit Paddock? You only get 2 runs off Paddock?
I would agree. But in this game, I think Schlittler, maybe first 5 again would be an angle here. Or maybe you split a unit and go first 5 in for the game, because I think if the Yankees can get 3 in this game, full game I'm talking, any more than that would be gravy, certainly against deGrom. That might hold up. Man. This kid's the real deal Holyfield, man.
I'd say first 5 under, based on the season he's having, and deGrom is dialed in.
You want to go first 3 under 1.5?
Yeah, sure.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yep. He's surrendered no more than 1 run in each of his last 4 starts. So he's 2-0 with a 1.31 going back. And he was on fire against the Pirates with 10 strikeouts.
Yep.
So just don't give up the long ball. And I think we'll have a low-scoring affair here. Tough with the side. This could be 1-1 in the 8th.
Okay.
I can't.
That's fair. Mackinnon, awesome numbers today, vsin.com. Teams that lost their previous game to a divisional rival by blowing a save are 162 and 86 since 2020. You're up 41.7 units, an ROI of 17%. That would be Pittsburgh tonight against St. Louis. Again, I couldn't. I just had to laugh, and I have this Santana character on my fantasy team. Goes out there and blows it up in the 9th inning, and that's how the Pirates lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
No good. But that's quite the angle, much like this one is. How about Baltimore in a letdown spot after they face Boston? Going back the last 36 games. So it's right after they played a series with Boston, their very next game. Baltimore's 11-25, negative 14 plus units, an ROI of negative 39%.
Wow.
And tonight they're laying a price, by the way, against the Houston. It's a bad Houston team,
It is.
but the Astros are plus money there.
Horrible staff, too.
Yeah, they had
The pitching is just so, I mean, come on. And the offense has slowed down a little bit, too, with Houston. But Alvarez props, and much like the Nats, I would just say come right back with the overs. They're 29th in ERA. They're 27th in opposing OPS. Orioles starters are 23rd in ERA.
sure.
I mean, these are just hideous numbers.
Do you want?
Atrocious.
Yeah. Do you want to ride that out in the Nats game today? Because Littell's going today for Washington.
Yes, long ball, home runs, yes.
And they're playing the Mets, but it's
Well, that's right.
that's a total of 8. I
Yep.
mean, and Holmes is going to go, but how many times would a Littell start actually have a total of 8 on it? That tells you, I think, the situation that the Mets are in right now.
What are they giving? Are tickets $5? Did I see that? It's so bad they're giving away $5 tickets
You
now?
gotta be kidding
The
me.
people who come out? Highest payroll? Unmitigated disaster. So, God, it's unfortunate. Get high hopes for the Mets, and it blows up. It's a crazy season.
I know.
Red Sox, Phillies, it could be
All
the
those
Mets
big
next.
markets.
Yeah, I know. Braves could run away and hide by May. What could happen?
How about that?
J-Rod and Rosarina, total ownage. What they've done. Again, why am I blanking on the pitcher?
They're getting the Twins tonight.
Oh,
It's
Joe Ryan thank you.
going
The total
against,
ownage against Ryan.
Yep.
We're talking 500 for like 450 lifetime. Total ownage against him.
Yep.
So it's starting to heat up with the bats, and I would think the Mariners are worth a look based on there's so many guys in the lineup that have owned Joe Ryan for whatever reason.
And I'll give you this. I'm glad you brought that game up, Paulie. Again, another angle with Mackinnon. When you look at his overall starting pitcher ratings and bullpen ratings since the start of 2025, when you go based on the numbers that have a higher rating of 10 or more, again, he breaks us all down at vsin.com, and the bullpen is also better. You're up about plus 37 units doing this just in every game since 2025. Toronto and Seattle qualify as 2 small dogs tonight. The Dodgers qualify as they qualify as small favorites. The Dodgers are a huge favorite, and Texas is a small dog against the Yankees, so would qualify there. So he's got a starting pitcher edge to DeGrom over Schlittler. My guess is sample size for Cam.
Okay. We just watched something historic in the Champions League semifinal showdown, PSG and Bayern Munich. Highest scoring Champions League semifinal on record. Second highest scoring knockout game ever. Highest scoring first half ever with 5 goals. 5-4 final. Let's do it again. Can't wait for the second leg coming up. 5-4 PSG.
So then the total's going to open.
What do you I don't know. What do you put that up?
I don't even know. Luke, what was the total
Oh.
today? 3.5
Oh.
in the game? Luke is going to go back and double check that, and I'm sure some books already have the next one up already.
And then the Arsenal total's 2.5 tomorrow, but it's 3.5.
It was 3.5 today.
What did you say? Both teams to score in the first half was 2-1,
Yeah.
and it's 3-2. And then he's like, well, okay, the in play at halftime is 6.5, and it took 10 minutes and went over.
So my guess is they're going to keep it 3.5, but they're going to adjust the juice and make it pretty heavy over 3.5 for the next match. Does that sound about right? Because I don't think you go flat 4. I mean, you got everybody in the world would bet under 4.5, obviously.
Yeah.
I think you go 3.5 and juice it to the over probably is the play. I'm not going to pretend to know soccer like an expert at all, but that sounds about right to me.
You watch Ted Lasso. You're okay.
I know.
You know
what I'm
enough.
doing. Yeah. So they did spend enough time on soccer to really give me a lesson then. We will get into tonight's playoff schedule coming up. We'll tell you which player has gone over his prop in every game of the series and 13 of the last 15 overall. Next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Got to admit that every night going home now and getting both leagues in action for the playoffs, man, it's pretty awesome. And it's like that every single April.
Wednesday's going to be nuts, and potentially Thursday too.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be crazy.
Now, some of these games are going to result in blowouts, whatever. I mean, you're never going to have a full like April where every game is like within a bucket or within one goal. That's not going to happen. That'd be too good, obviously. But tonight, we'll get to both here, NBA and the NHL. I agree with Zach Cohen at vsin.com today. His write-ups are always great.
Hey, Zach.
And in the Philly-Boston game, the play that he has is a player prop on Paul George to score at least 15. He's gone over this number in 13 out of his last 15 games overall, and over 4 games in all 4 games of the series. It's minus, so the number has moved throughout the day, but it's still minus 125 to get 15 points. That's doable to me. I think Zach got like minus 105 or 102 or something like that on it.
Mm-hmm.
Still worth paying 25 cents to bet it on Paul George tonight in that game. Now,
I think the price. I think it's too high, and I still think you'll see some fight out of Philly, and it helps that Embiid has a game under his belt. But it was a travesty in the last game to get blasted at home. It was a must-win, and you got killed on the boards, minus 21 in that game, and Embiid was minus 25 when he was on the floor. But over the last 2 years, the Celtics are 4-0 when they can clinch a series at home. The wins are by 34, 15, 18, and 21.
Oh, man.
Tip of the cap to Joe Osborne, covers.com. They did lose game 2, but they were atrocious from 3 as they shot only 26%. 56% of their shots are from 3 in the series, second highest in 47 years. They were going in game 4. Can Pritchard do it again?
Yes.
What if White can knock something down? He's been terrible. His cold streak continues. But I just think it's too much here, and I think Boston will probably win by 7. But it would be typical Boston if they would lose this game, though, with a chance to close them, which I know you would think, okay, win, close them out in 5. Knicks might go 7. Look at the top of the bracket. Detroit's down 3-1. The Cavs are making a mess of things. This could really open up for Boston here to go to the finals. But I think they win, but don't cover tonight. I would say White props under. I'm with you on George. And you're chasing, but I still think Pritchard dialed in and how many threes he's going to get. I would think Pritchard can knock down some threes. And 6-1, most made threes in the game isn't crazy either. Again.
Yeah. See, I don't think you're chasing Pritchard tonight.
That's what he does.
Because had he been like 2.5 over plus money the entire year, I would have bet him every single game. And that's what he is tonight. And so, yeah, he's coming off that huge game with 32 points. However, again, 3s in the series. Last 2 games, he's made 6 and 5 going backwards. How about 3-point attempts overall in the series? 12, 10, 4, and 9. So really, he's had 1 off game with the attempts not being there. Again, if you give me 9 or 10 plus attempts tonight, and I know that that's going to happen, I don't, but if I did, I would plus 2.5. I'm sorry, over 2.5 at plus 110. I'd get down every imaginable penny that I could. So that's available. And I absolutely thought that was worth a bet. His points prop 13.5 or 14.5 tonight. So I went with the 3s there. Now, how much stock you put in that angle that you brought up, trying to close out at home versus this after a win by 10 plus points in the playoffs? The Celtics are 10-21 ATS since 2020. They are 0-9-1 in their last 10. That's after a playoff win by 10 plus points.
Yeah, worlds colliding here.
Well, a little, but those closeout games obviously didn't happen after a 10-point
win.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you get a big effort out of Philly. Season on the line, don't get embarrassed again. Because they were right there in game 3. If Tatum doesn't hit that 3, maybe Philly wins the game.
Right.
But it also comes down to what Maxi's going to do, and Maxi's got to be Superman. I'm stronger on the middle game.
Well, hold on 1 second here.
Yep.
Can you really play over 26.5 points for Embiid?
No.
Oh, that would be an under or nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I think this is mispriced based on how the Knicks went about their offense, changed things, and what they're going to do the rest of the way. And that's using Cat more as a facilitator and a passer and more of getting Brunson involved off the ball and you freeing him up with some movement. And what he did to get post up OG down low and take advantage of their size. Quinn Snyder has said time and time again, the physicality and the size of the Knicks is a big problem. We all know it should be 3-1, but here it is, huge game 2-2. They cannot lose this series. But Cat had 10 dimes in game 4. He's only 3.5 in game 5. I think that'll continue, that his assists will go up. You want to ladder it again. I'm with you. But Daniels for Atlanta, he's on a sick run going back the last couple months on his rebounds and assists. It's 11.5. He's gone over that every game but one in this series. And I don't mind McCollum. He might wear down and could run out of gas. But because he's up there in age. But he can't score 20 points tonight in a pivotal game 5. And how he's cooked Brunson. They did a better job defensively and made some adjustments too in game 4. But I would think I would look at the Cat props there again. And Optai, I know they're big on him. I can't do it with Bridges. And I wouldn't even play him. I would put McBride out there. Because McBride gave you a shot in the arm and knocked down a bunch of threes in a game earlier in the series.
Okay, so how high do you want to climb that ladder with Karl Anthony Towns? I have
7, 8.
Okay.
6, 7.
6+ is plus 420. You intrigued?
Yeah.
I have 8+ at 15-1.
I mean, if you do it finally and you make that adjustment and it works like that in spectacular fashion,
but
Atlanta doesn't have an answer?
But are we sure that that's not the chasing stats angle tonight? What if they do have an answer for it?
They don't have an answer for it.
Well, they had a full day to look at it, and maybe it makes some adjustments.
They don't have size.
Well, was it a fluke, maybe?
What was a fluke? No.
Him dishing out and making...
Why did it take so long to find it is, I think, the question. I'm Mike Brown, and I think it's more an indictment of Cat about that. That was there. Why didn't you do it earlier? But I don't think there's anything Atlanta can do because of the size mismatch. Because what did we talk about before the series? Cat destroyed him.
Yeah, we thought that was going to be from a point-scoring perspective because he was so good in the regular season. And we thought that he could get whatever he wanted down low whenever he wanted to do it.
But it's also what OG did, too. And OG's been phenomenal in this series.
I'm trying to find other angles as well for how far you can climb the ladder with this guy tonight. I wanted to find like 10+ and maybe even go a little bit. You want to get real nuts? Yeah, they're going to cap it like at 8. I don't think many books are going to go higher than that. Bet365 probably does, but that's about it.
Just cut it out with the heat checks. I don't want the threes from Curryland. I don't need that.
No, that's completely unnecessary. What are we going to get from Scoot Henderson? He played 27 minutes, scored 0 points in game 4.
Well, he was good in game 3.
His prop is 12.5. Here's the thing, right? He had 12, 31, and 18 in the first 3 games of the series.
See, this is hard. They blow them out if they want to, and they don't mess around. They're down 15, come back and win. They're down 18, they blow them out, outscore them 73-42, whatever it was, 40 in the second half. So they haven't won a series since 2017. They win, but do they cover? Do they blow them out again? Does Portland show something? Because if you're San Antonio and you see what's going on with the injuries with Denver and Minnesota, and that's probably going to go 7, win this game, put your feet up, get ready to go. Relax. And also, and Wemby's just been 31, 8, and 4 in the series and shooting 60% from 3. I don't know who goes off from them offensively because there's so many guys and they're so potent. Is it a Cat? Does Castle do it? Is it Fox again? Is it Harper? Does Wemby eat? That's tough. Maybe everyone just chips in and they blow them out. But this one's tough.
I'll give you one, Paul.
I mean, it's a 12-point spread again.
Well, he had 7 blocks, I think, in the last game. He was everything that he wanted.
Do the stocks?
Well, the blocks tonight's 3.5.
Oh, yeah.
The guy can fall out of bed and get 5 blocks in a game.
Yeah, but you can't attack him, though.
Well, they like to.
That's what Denny does, but I would just say, I would think it'd be more look at threes for Portland. Holiday and Scoot. Scoot's he's not going to be shy.
You got to pay 20 cents for him to get 4 blocks.
Yeah.
You could do it blindfolded. Best bet in hockey tonight would be what? Even if McDavid doesn't go, I still like first period over in the Ducks and Oilers game.
That's it. Every game's gone over. Over 1.5 minus 170.
And if I know Paulie Howard like I think I know Paulie Howard, you love the Dallas Stars tonight.
I think they win. I don't love them.
You don't love them.
It's been a great series.
It's been a really good series.
The conundrum is what happens with Buffalo. You're coming off a perfect game.
Yeah.
Boston made fools of themselves. Swayman's going after his teammates as he gets pulled. Shame on you, right? But like Ruff said, it's the best period we've played all year. And now I'd like them better if they were on the road. Now they're coming back with the doing jumping on tables and everything.
Sure.
And they think it's over, and they haven't won a series since 2007. First goal is huge in all these games tonight. Enormous. Because you might get a little, oh boy, it's over and let go of the rope. If Buffalo scores early,
kind of like last night
scores early
in the NBA last night. That was the Suns game.
It was.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's big. Road to the Triple Crown starts now. Take advantage of the Triple Crown special. The Derby betting guide is phenomenal. Can Samich hit the superfecta again? Through the Belmont Stakes, $14.99. Access to all the races. Post-draw analysis. Expert breakdowns. Every best bet, every host, every guest. It expires end of the week. VSiN.com/subscribe. Get the Triple Crown special now.
Pizzeria's next. Good for a bunch of you who got down on this bet back in September or October.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Like the service at Mitch and Paulie's?
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe in it.
Leave us a tip on your way out.
You don't tip. You don't tip. What do you mean you don't tip? You don't believe in it.
The guys crack open the jar and see what the listeners have left behind.
So what, no TV now?
It's time for the tip jar at Mitch and Paulie's Pizzeria.
Pink had a good point. You go to McDonald's, they're giving you food, they're providing service, you don't tip there. It's for the birds. It's great. Like how Tarantino wrote that dialogue, incredible. It's a masterpiece.
That is, no joke, that might be the best dialogue that I can ever think of in a movie.
Yes.
And this is
the
actually
whole movie.
This is actually no, we haven't done it in a couple of years, but my wife and I have been together since 2008, and we did it every year for a long time. I've told you this before. We would watch either Pulp Fiction or Reservoir Dogs one night, and then we'd wait like a day and then watch the other one. And when you watch the first one, you're like, oh, that's so good. There's no way the other one's better.
Yeah.
And then when you watch the next, you're like, hey, hold on, I was wrong.
Dialogue's incredible.
Oh, Reservoir Dogs, top 5 of all time.
Genius? Tarantino genius?
Gotta be.
Okay. Here we go. It's your segment. Every Tuesday. FTM at vsin.com or tweet at us. It's your tip jar and your picks. Andrew had some good ones here. Now, Andrew thought he was the bee's knees because he has Spurs Denver. But he had it if Denver lost like they were supposed to that final game of the regular season, because then they would have played the Thunder, and it gets, any event, he's got Thunder Spurs Western Conference Finals matchup 22-1.
Great job by Andrew.
Oh, yeah.
We were thinking on the same page. I remember back NBA season preview, we found these exotic markets up at DraftKings, brought these up on the air, and the Spurs to play Denver was 65-1, like you said, just to play and meet in the Western Conference Finals.
Oh.
So he's alive and kicking here with Thunder Spurs at 22-1.
If Denver loses, if Minnesota wins Thursday, he doesn't even have to hedge. He's good. He's got it. Because the Spurs will eviscerate Minnesota, and the Thunder will take out the Lakers or Rockets.
Well, I hope that you're right.
Power Trip Bets on X. Michigan College Basketball winner. Rory Masters winner. Avalanche Cup. 165-1.
Hot diggity
come
dog.
On now look at this potential path for Colorado. It could be Anaheim and Utah at the bottom of the bracket. And they would have to, they get the winner at this Dallas, Minnesota. Come on.
What's their team total every game if they get Anaheim?
Oh my God.
That's how it could break?
Well, they'll play the winner of Dallas, Minnesota.
Right.
And then they would get the winner of potentially Utah and Anaheim. That's their path to the Cup.
I never thought about that angle.
Yeah. They're loving life.
Well, they do have to get by. I mean, the second round matchup
Dallas
is
got
going to
them
be
last year, yeah. Ottinger's not to be trifled with, no doubt. D. Renard, Stafford MVP, cash it. Indiana champs, college football, cash it. Thunder repeat, 19-1.
Okay.
They're $1.10 right now. If you have Boston and San Antonio tickets, I think you have to jump in now on the Thunder, because it's only going to go up, 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 and up. And I would think they sweep or take out whoever they play next in 5 maximum.
Well, so yeah, basically he's just, now that you get the first two there, he's holding 19-1 on the Thunder to win the NBA title.
Still, not good on Luka. Seems like he's not close, per the reports.
Yeah, you really don't, at this point, don't even do anything.
Bernsey, Michigan college basketball winner. Iga French Open, Thunder repeat, Otani MVP, 54-1. Cooking.
Okay. I mean,
He's cooking.
what's not to like there, Paul?
Yep. That's strong, my friend. Beautiful ticket.
You're holding the nuts in the NBA. I mean,
Right.
Otani to win the MVP.
Yeah. Ridiculous ERA. This is like the dude talking to Walter and Big Lebowski. Will you just take it easy, man? Peter, a little aggressive, Pete. Johnson first round winner. Sinner French Open. Wedgwood Conn Smythe. And then he kept going. Tigers division, Man City Prim, Spain World Cup final, 550-1.
That's a little
So
aggressive.
Pete, cut it off after Wedgwood. I mean, gluttony here. Too much greed. Take the Wedgwood's 200-1 on his own, 150-1.
One of the 7 deadly sins.
Yes, that's too much.
Yeah. By the way, a lot of movies here going on, but I did see John Goodman was recently asked about his character in The Big Lebowski,
Oh, he's great as
and
Walter.
he couldn't stop laughing about the character and how they wrote it for him. He goes,
Awesome.
"That's just like an all-time character that they came up with."
Coen brothers from Minnesota, good people. Someone went into the Hollywood Walk of Fame, whatever, and they gave him Goodman gave the dude the sweater that he had.
I
Still
saw-
had
yeah.
it on. Still
Yeah.
had it on. Ryan in Illinois. Rory Masters. Celtics East. Thunder West. Avalanche Cup 44-1. That's a masterpiece.
Boy, today's edition is smoking hot, man.
That's a masterpiece, Ryan. It's beautiful. And there's got to be a major upset for you not to cash that. Andrew, April 3rd. Spurs make the Western Conference Final. Sabres, Eastern Conference Final. Texas College World Series, France World Cup, 672-1. You're cooking. You were in business. Sabres win tonight? I mean, I'm not impressed with Tampa Bay.
Wow, that's been a really good series.
Do they have to win the East or go to the Eastern Conference Final?
I think it's probably to win the East. Although you never know, some of these books will
Does it win the East? What?
basically let you bet stage of elimination with all these teams.
Yeah,
So
okay. And one more, Kevin. He already had a couple winners with Aaron's Judge props, and he tied it into Fitzpatrick, which is a winner. Iga, French Open, Bayern, Champions League. They lost the first leg 5-4. Celtics win the East. Avs, Western Conference Final. 405-1. Looking great. Bayern will win the second leg. They're at home. You got this, Kevin. You got this. Celtics-Knicks would be a war, but I think the Celtics would prevail and get revenge from last year, blowing the 20-point leads.
all right, let's talk about a couple of legs right now if people
Yeah.
want to do this moving forward. So how about like Thunder over Celtics exacta?
Yeah, that Lance guy had that. Listener every day. Lance had.
Sure,
I
and-
think it was 80-1 not that long ago, but I
Right.
think he had Boston over OKC.
Sure,
I could
but
be wrong.
at this stage of the game, you can
They're
include
right,
that
exactly.
into these cross-sport parlays.
Yeah.
Because as much as I like San Antonio, and as much as I think there's an angle here for Denver to be real live, it's still Oklahoma City we're talking about. And if they get Jalen Williams back, I don't think anybody's going to beat them. And at the end of it,
Boston can beat the Thunder. Boston's loaded.
Boston cannot beat the Thunder.
Yes, they can. Come on now.
I don't think Boston can beat the Thunder
Why not?
because I think Thunder. I think the Thunder lay over them.
They had an incredible year, and you get your best player back. And if they're knocking down those threes, did you see what
Well,
Phoenix?
that's a
Gillespie?
game changer, sure, but I also buy into Oklahoma City's defense.
They certainly stunk defensively last night in terms of giving up wide open looks from three.
Well-
and if you do that, Boston will bury you.
Okay, so then if you don't agree with it, we're trying to come up with angles here where maybe it would be Oklahoma City, because books will allow you to do this as well. You could bet Oklahoma City to win the West and Boston to win the East as like two different legs.
Well, yeah. The other thing though too is, what are we doing with San Antonio? I mean, how scary is this team?
I love San Antonio.
They are loaded.
I have them in a big ticket at 18-1 to win the West. Just
Yeah.
to win the West.
There's just dudes and first round picks coming at you from all directions, and you got the alien.
I know that. I know it. Who's the best player in the series if we get San Antonio, Denver?
It's Wemby. Joker's going to run out of gas. I know what happened that Saturday night game, or Saturday afternoon, is he got the best of them. Wemby is the best player in that series.
Okay, so then
Look at what Gobert's doing to him. Gobert's giving him trouble.
yeah, I know. I know. I can't recommend anybody out of the East in the playoffs of the NHL. I can't
Too
get
wide
there.
open?
To me, it's completely wide open.
Too wide open.
And I think the winner of this Tampa Bay Montreal thing could win the East. I think that there's a chance here where they're just beating the absolute daylights out of each other, and it goes 7 games, and they might be affected in the next round.
That's why Buffalo needs to close it out tonight.
I would agree with that. Yep.
I will say this though: if my buddy Frederick Anderson stays hot,
well,
he was awesome against Ottawa.
Saw a good tweet on this last night from Jesse Granger, who covers the Golden Knights.
Yes.
Who basically said, you can go to Aiden Hill if you're torched. You can go to him. Carter Hart's not playing great hockey. And he said the example here would be Carolina and Frederick Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Because
struggling in the regular season, but turning it on playoff time.
Totally did. Against, by the way, in Ottawa, how many people did we have on this show tell us Ottawa was like the 3rd best team in the East? And that was a 4-game sweep, and Anderson was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then if you want to get beyond those two sports, obviously, short term, you'd have to look College World Series, and you have to probably start looking at the World Cup as well for additions. And I like that Andrew was doing that with France, and we had some other ones in there doing it with Spain.
Oh well, yeah, but this is I'm not up on this, but that was a key injury though, right? Wasn't that Spain's best player that got hurt?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he out? That's a huge injury.
Right. That video. Yeah.
Guy got hurt
over the weekend. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. He pulled his hammy when he was the penalty kick. Correct.
I believe so.
Wasn't that what happened?
That's a big deal.
Tonight's playoff card coming up. Julian Edlow joins the show from DraftKings. The Celtics have been terrible in this spot over the last several years. Does that continue this evening against Philadelphia?